Hey guys, it is me, Kisame Unlimited.
And Yama.
Alright, so in this video we're doing a new episode of Toot and Boot. We have Yama here on my birthday.
Yes, say happy birthday to Slug.
25. Never gets old. Alright, so don't forget to like the video if you would like to see the Toot and Boot next Sunday, because it's one of those segments that I really like. I want to see how much likes it could get, because sometimes it gets it, sometimes it don't, and I don't want to cut this segment. But if you guys watch it and you enjoy it, like the video if you stay tuned for it. Okay, so the two cards we're going to be talking about is Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and
Pot of Cupidity.
I feel like I have less to say about Pot of Cupidity than I do Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. All right, so let's.
Okay.
I'll read the pot first, and you can read Blue Eyes. Okay.
All right.
I had the pot's effect is banish 10 cards from the top of your deck, face down, draw 2 cards. You can only activate 1 Pot of Cupidity per turn. Simple as that.
I just don't know why you'd want to do that.
Well, I'm gonna give my reasons first. So how we always do this is we always give reasons to toot it first and then boot it next. If it was like banish 5 cards, I would have gave it a toot. And if it had an effect where it was just like,
If it was banish 5 cards, you give it a 2?
yeah,
And draw 2 cards?
yeah. I don't know, because I feel like it wouldn't corrupt the engine of a deck so much. So I would have maybe tooted it then. No, all right. So yeah, I can't honestly, I can't give it a reason because I think this card is just terrible. I think that a card like this dramatically fucks up an engine of a deck, an engine of a flow of a deck. Like if I would say,
Well, it's all based on how your deck is ordered. So, I mean, if you don't... I mean, obviously, I feel like you won't know 10 cards deep into your deck what the fuck is going on. So, I mean, of course, if you know what's left, if you used most of your deck, you kind of have an idea of what's left. But why would you want to get rid of 10 cards at the end of your...
for a +1.
Like, if you had 12 cards, you lost. You could banish 10 and you get drawn. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, why would you want to do that? And I feel like... I don't know. I feel like it would be good in... I feel like it would be... I don't know. I have no idea what this deck would be good in. Like, maybe Ritual Beasts, because they go from the banish zone, but even them, I don't think...
But they banish everything face down, so it's like Toon Kingdom where you can't see what you banish.
Yeah, that's even weirder. Like, what happens to it? I've never seen that happen. I've never seen anything get banished.
I've never seen, except for me, when I seen Gold Sarcophagus do it, or was it Time Capsule? I don't know. It's one of them. And then I know that the other card that did that was, like what I said before. But I personally, I don't like it because it's like Toon Kingdom, and I didn't like Toon Kingdom for that same exact reason. But for me personally, I think a card like this is just awful because when you dramatically fuck up a flow of an engine for, like, you see, any person, because you can't play 3 copies of this or even 2 copies of this because your whole deck's going to be destroyed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Unless you're a total filthy scrub and you play a 60-card deck, then good for you.
Well, maybe this is meant for 60-card decks. I mean, you don't know that, and that isn't. And if you play, if you're out there and you play a 60-card deck, don't let this asshole tell you can't do it. You could do whatever you want.
You could do whatever you want. You could play this trash card, and you could do as well as you think you can do. And
I hope someone plays a 60-card deck with like
with
a 2-card extra deck, and they use this card and they beat you. Now I hope that happens.
I would shut my computer. I would take my Dynamist deck, all my decks on Dev Pro, and chuck them out the window.
Everyone watching this, like now,
they'll be like, challenge accepted.
only enter the 6-path pain if you have this card in your deck, and you have to try to beat him with it every time.
So, but overall, I'm booting it because I had to state it. You?
Yeah, I booted too. I can't do
double boot, terrible. Like, there's no forgiving you.
I don't think I feel like I've never booted a card before.
All right, and now, do you want to read Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon?
Sure.
Because we've been waiting for this card for a while. Me and the subscribers, we've been having this talk constantly saying, Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, come on, we got to toot and boot it. So.
Well, its effect is, it's a fusion card, so you need to get 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons.
Light Dragon Fusion, 12, 4,500 attack, 3,800 defense. Same like regular Blue Eyes Ultimate.
And you need all 3 of them. At the end of the damage step, if this fusion summon card attacked, and this is the only face-up card you control, you can send 1 Blue Eyes fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. This card can attack again in a row. You can only use this effect of Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon up to twice per turn. During either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that targets a Blue Eyes monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card.
Now, I'm going to give the...
So if he attacks twice, he wins.
Yeah, like if
Unless you have something on the field.
Now, I'm going to go into my opinions first. I'm booting him because I am extremely disappointed that he was not a contact fusion card. Because you already have a card.
How many contact fusion cards are there?
Well, I mean, there's Ritual Beast, there's Gladiator Beast, there's a few. There's not so many, but you want to know what it is? Contact Fusion just makes the whole fusion summoning without polymerization so much easier. Because when you throw in a polymerization, it's like, you know what it is? It's like a dead draw sometimes. It's a waste. You have to focus the deck around it. See, some decks like Fluffles and Melodiouses can kind of get away with it. The only thing is people are going to be commenting, like, what about Dragon's Mirror? What about Dragon's Mirror? Dragon Mirror is not good either.
Oh yeah, what about Dragon's Mirror?
Because you could banish the blue eyes from your graveyard. But it's one of those
Then
things
you
where
can't use its other effect. But I mean, like,
it's just, you know what it is? It's just like, I don't like the idea of throwing in a 1 polymerization to play this, because if I have my 3 blue eyes opportunity, I need kind of them in my hand for alternate dragon. I kind of need all of them on the field or around. I don't want to be dumping them in the grave. I don't want to be.
Let's talk about like what it does though.
It attacks a gajillion times if it's in the graveyard.
Well, how do you feel about it? Like, how do you?
I think it's bad.
Like, how do you feel about the effect to dump? It said a Blue Eyes fusion card, so that means it doesn't have to be this one, or does it have to be?
Well, it's called Blue Eyes in its name, so you could dump this card to protect
and
itself.
you could dump any other Blue Eyes.
But the first thing
right?
is, like,
any other Blue Eyes fusion card? Yes.
Yeah.
No? Okay, so you could do that.
Blue Eyes Fusion though, so it only works with Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And
but if you like,
but then again, you're like fucking with your extra deck count. It's like just
true.
for this.
But if you fill it in your extra deck,
well, what are you giving it?
I'll toot it.
I want to see you use this fucking trailer trash fucking redneck card.
I don't want to use. I don't want to use blue. I don't know. I feel like it's
you
not
don't want
that
to use
bad.
it because you want to know what it is. Actually, I'm gonna let you say, because people always say I cut people off. So talk.
I'm not saying you're wrong that it's bad, because I mean you probably know more about it than me. But like the only thing I'm a little confused about with its effect is that it says that it can attack twice by sending a card, a fusion card that's Blue Eyes from your extra deck to the grave. But does that happen in the main phase 1, or does it happen after you already have done your first attack?
It's already after you've done your first attack. Because it says you could attack again in a row and discard.
That's what I thought it meant.
Because if you attack once, it's not like I'm going to be facing my opponent. I'm going to be like, I attack. And then they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to save that Mirror Force for later. And then they're going to be like...
I know, but I'm saying... That's what I thought it meant, but I wasn't sure. Because that would have made it even better. Like, if you were able to dump the card before you attacked, then its second effect would be able to kick in, and that's when you'd be able to banish the card that you just dumped to the. You could banish it from the grave, attack twice, and
have protection.
Yeah. And
but
then
you
could do it twice. You could. But
yet again, this is not one of those cards where it's like Azure Eyes, where it's like all dragons are protected. This is only if it's targeted. Most of the time, there are so many of those Mirror Forces nowadays.
Mirror Force doesn't target, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
this is only good against, I guess, like Deep Prison. And I'm trying to think of like any other cards like Fiendish Chain.
I guess. And then it can get Bottomless and Solemn before it even comes out. I mean...
True. Well,
I feel like it's...
Retraction! Boot. No, I'm kidding.
I feel like it's not bad. I feel like it's
you know
not
what
that
it is?
bad. I feel
the nice thing I can say about it...
You know what it is? You really need to have trap cards. Like, if you watch your opponent has like a whole 5 rows backward, you're probably not going to play this card.
I'm going to say this now. It's not bad, because Blue Eyes players had Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which was exactly this with no effect.
And people used it, right? Or not?
I mean, people that are nostalgic would like to see Blue Eyes on the Ultimate on the field. But at the end of the day, this card is obviously better than Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon because it can attack more than once, and it has little, somewhat protection by sending others to the graveyard. It's not bad, but we're in a very fast competitive game. This card cannot keep up, and you made so many strong, powerful Blue Eyes cards that hold up the value. This card just... You see, it's easy for me to toot a regular spell, monster, little monster, because they're just by themselves.
They do what they do.
But when you're dragging all these other cards behind you, like 3 Blue Eyes, fucking polymerization, you're bringing all these cards into it. It's like, and if you're going to bring other cards into it, I have to be more negative towards you, because it's not just you by yourself. You're bringing all these other cards in conjunction with you. And that's why you have to bring even a bigger fucking dramatic point to the game. And I felt like it didn't do that. So hopefully if you guys would like to see more Toots and Boots, leave your opinions of, would you toot and boot these cards in the comment section below. Like if you haven't already. Me, Spidey, and Yama upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So
Yeah, and let us know in the comments if you think you're stupid. And if
I'm stupid.
If you think we're both stupid for doing anything.
If anyone really
Tell
thinks
me
that
how
pot card is somewhat good with fucking up an engine of a deck, I think that you're wrong.
I'm gonna go make it.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you guys later. And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my birthday while I have to add it. Bye.
Bye.